been exiled to the desert for over 15 years now. Yep, it's hard to believe I've been without my family for that long and I don't even have a photo. But their memory sure does live on in my heart. It was as soon as I hit old tall trees that I knew I was in trouble. Every time I see those posters, it reminds me of the injustice of this world. When I look into the eyes of that man, I see someone who is framed for the murder of his own family. Why, I didn't have much choice but to come back home. There's only so long you can hide in the dusty mountains of Ohio. And as my mama always said, keep your nose in front and your ear to the ground, because you're only one tug away from a fly trap. There was once a time I used to frequent the local slough, but 15 years in the desert sure does make a man thirsty. And I can safely say that the locals didn't warm to me much. Let's just say that they weren't going to roll out the old welcome wagon. Every man in that place looked like they wanted a piece of me, and for a second I thought old Thomas Smoot wanted to dance. That horseshoe mustache he had looked like he could be hiding a gun or something. Well, I needed a drink of something strong. I asked the barkeep for a whistle and toque straight up. No other salon does it like it. When you're away for so long, you forget about life's great pleasures, and drinking a cold, frosty sud was one of them. As I put the drink to my lips, I thought of all the good times I had at this bar, before it all got out of hand. It couldn't get too comfy, because I knew old Westy was on my toes. That's right, Westy Trunk Bucket, old Tennifer's boy, and a tough one at that. Of course, most of you would know him as old bounty hunter of troll trees. Little did I know that I would come face to face with old Trunk Bucket himself. He wears black like he's going to a funeral. His or mine, though, I wasn't so sure. Wasn't too long before he sniffed me out. He came into the bar with an air of authority, like he was owed something by everyone else. People say he could twist a chain 4 times if he needed to. Others say he had 2 glass eyes and he shaved with a spoon. He came over to my table with an unspoken understanding, and I understood that to be bad.
How about we take this outside, partner?
Well, I'm fine here, amigo.
I'll see you around, partner.
Well, I guess I was back on the run. But what choice do I have? I headed for the nearby farm, hoped I could hide. I suppose you could call it fate that betrothed me that day. Fate, or a girl called Kate.
I've seen you on the wanted posters.
Wasn't my fault.
I know.
My wife and family, they...
It's all right.
She told me it was okay. And it was okay. I mean, she'd known all along. She knew I never had killed my family, and what's more, she knew for darn certain it was Trunk Bucket. She looked at me with the same compassion that my wife had shown all of her life. And as we ate, there was a tension in the air that was growing with every spoonful. The reality was sinking in for both of us that I was putting this woman in danger. Was my life always gonna be without companionship? The bang at the door came like a Smith & Wesson .52 Beretta rifle with a 4 caliber bullet and a 5 bullet chamber. Before I could utter another word, she ushered me out the back. I thought it was Trunk Bucket, but it was none other than Sheriff Tugsworth and his companions. There was a rumor around town that he only bathed in armadillo soup. That man was 2 hay bales short of a harvest, and that's no lie. Those sheriff boys turned that place upside down. They had a yearning for this job. One of the boys spotted me at the window eavesdropping in on the sheriff. I knew this was gonna get ugly, so I made like a coyote and scrammed. Well, I borrowed old Tommy Smooth's wagon for my getaway. That sheriff had one thing on his mind, and that was blood. My blood. The chase was on. After I shaked off crazy Sheriff Tugsworth, I had to check that Kate was okay.
Where is he? Huh? Where you keeping him? Huh? Huh? What are you doing? Yeah, like that? Huh? You like that? Yeah.
How about we take this outside, partner?
I'm just fine in here, amigo.
He was playing me at my own game. It was time to stop running. It was time for this to end. So, after I killed Trunk Bucket, Tugsworth and Kate helped me clear my name. And later that day, Kate and I got married. And we soon had ourselves a baby boy. But I didn't have him for long, though, whereas I lost him in a game of cards. Never had much of a poker face, I guess. Well, that's the sundown on this chapter. That's the Sundown Adulteries.